Okay, story time, tea time. Turn the volume up. Okay. So I had a seller, potential seller, that I was working with. Met them through Zillow. They actually came in as a buyer lead, then found out that they needed to sell their home in order to purchase the next property. So then we kind of flipped and started working on that. However, they have a tenant inside. They've been there for like 12 years. It's a Section 8 tenant. So the the seller was just trying to sell the home with a tenant. It's a condo, and sell the home with the tenant, make it as easy as possible. Obviously, they want above market value. Not going to work, especially with a tenant that hasn't been updated in 12 years. And so, I'm presenting all options and giving all routes that we can go. I connect them with my lender who provides them a net seller sheet, based on their mortgage and everything and what we can sell for at different type of numbers, right? Worst case scenario, middle case scenario, and best case scenario. So we're working maybe over a year. I want to say over a year. Super nice lady, and super nice, the seller, the husband. So the couple was great, and I'm thinking like, oh, this is for sure gonna be in the bag, right? Like I've shown them a couple properties, we've had conversations on the phone, introduced them to my people, and then we're going from there. And we get close. Like I just see, Zillow lets you know when they're active. So I see that they're super active, super active. So then I reach out when they're active, and we get started again, like full speed. Like, okay, well, let's start to list next month. What do we need to prep, etc. What documents do we need to sign, etc. Right? And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I send them the DocuSign for them to both sign. They don't sign. Takes a while. They're like, sorry, I've been busy, etc. And we're going through everything, and then I'm just like, hey, like, you came to me, I didn't, I'm not like trying to force you to sign, but like in order for me to get started, I need this signed. That way I can order photos. I was gonna order photos. They declined to have professional photos taken. I was gonna pay for them. She was like, I don't want to waste your time. I was like, all right, cool. I'll bring my camera. Like I'm not taking it on the iPhone. I just hate when people do that. But I'll bring my professional camera. I'll take it myself. And I need a time and date from the tenant. Like I'm trying to give you a week advance, right? Notice, and you're not responding. And so all of a sudden ghosted for a little bit, and then I just get a text like, hey, I think we're gonna use my sister to list my property. I was like, wait. Like, it's just like when your heart drops and you're like, you don't know how to pick it back up. Like, wait, what? We've been working together for over a year. I didn't even know you had a sister. One, I didn't even know you. Two, I didn't even know you had a sister in real estate. I, again, feel betrayed. So what is going on? And I just told her that, like, hey, I responded, hey, if it comes down to, commission price, all that's negotiable. I don't know why you would use your agent or your sister when you've been talking with me and I've been giving you all of the details. So you're just going to take that details and go with your agent, who, come to find out, ended up listing the property. I'm nosy, so I go check. The property's listed. It's been on market for over a month now, which that's normal now, so nothing about that. But sister is completely in a whole different county in California, completely in SoCal. So when you go to look up the home on our current Bay Area MLSs, it doesn't show because they're using an MLS number from SoCal. So already bad marketing, off to a terrible start. Try and find the property on Barry's MLS, can't find it. So my pettiness, send an email and just say, hey, you're using an MLS from outside of the area. It's not doing you good marketing. I think you should tell your sister to change it to someone local. You just go pay a co-op key for $15 a month. Do it while you have the listing. Like, I'm giving her advice to keep her sister on, but I'm like, look, this is what happens when you try to save money where money doesn't really need to be saved. Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot is what they would call it. And so she responds and is like, oh my God, thank you so much. Let's keep in touch, please. And I'm like, you keep saying that, like, let's keep in touch, but why'd you stab me in the heart? Am I wrong? Is my pettiness wrong? Let me know.